Hello and welcome to another episode of Nightingale Plays Factorio, buses, planes, trains, and automobiles. So, we increased our hydrogen chloride production. We got the venting all fixed up. I ended up accidentally hooking it up to the same line as sulfuric acid. All the sulfuric acid rushed in, contaminated all my pipes. I had to remove them, and it just became a massive pain because it wasn't something that I could vent. And yeah, it was ugly. But yeah, we've got our venting set up for this as well. I had to go and change the hydrogen venting to not be dependent on oxygen anymore, because what ended up happening is we're not low on oxygen, but it wasn't venting the hydrogen, so this wasn't able to produce anymore. So that should be okay. So yeah, I brought all my lines over. I've got the iron ready to go because we are going to be making some ferric chloride solution. All right, so that needs a chemical plant, iron ore, and hydrogen chloride. So chemical plant, 3 of them. There's a few more of those. So let's do, I don't know, 4. So if we pair them up like that, and do these on the interior. And where are you? Ferric chloride. Okay. Get our hydrogen chloride in. That would be this one here. Real. That's pretty much all there is to it. Inserters. And alright, it only needs 1 iron ore, so that's going to produce nice and quickly. Where's our tank for this going to go? Do we need a tank? I mean, the tanks are always nice because they buffer. So if we get a sudden spike in production, but at the same time, this is something where, all right, look at our spreadsheets. What are we looking for? Hydrogen chloride. Ferric chloride, that is. So ferric chloride is used in basic modular board, module logic board, module main board, superior circuit board, multi-layer circuit board, and module processor board. So it is used in a ton of different things. So if I need all of those at once, I'm not necessarily going to have enough production. So yes, having a tank to buffer these is a good idea. It just really becomes a question of where my tank's going to go. All right, so let's, right here, this is the line we're going to take over. Right there. Okay. So we'll just shove a tank right here. It's not something we need to vent though, because if it's full, that we just don't produce anymore. And it's a liquid, and we can't vent those anyway. Nope. So let this get hooked up. How far can you go? I do kind of want you up here, so let's just go a little intermediate thing. And there we go. Ferric chloride. Easy. That's kind of where we had hoped to get to at the end of last episode. Didn't quite make it there. So ferric chloride, if you remember, was going into our circuit board. So circuit boards need phenolic board, ferric chloride, copper tin. So phenolic boards need synthetic wood and resin. So that is actually pretty easy. So again, Alt-Tab. I just want to double check some stuff. So phenolic boards are in the basic module board, module main board, and circuit board. So if I remember correctly, that is something I wanted on my bus. Up here, phenolic boards. Right up there. So yes, somewhere on this bus, we're going to put the phenolic boards down. I also did some reorganizing of some of this stuff. So phenolic boards is going to be synthetic wood resin in a assembly machine. Or an electronic assembly machine. So now we're going to start doing this right. So whenever we have the opportunity to use these electronic assembly machines, we're definitely going to use them. I don't know what might end up happening with this stuff, so I'm going to leave it some space. Right, pretty straightforward build. How quick are you? Half second, 2 resources. Yeah, we're definitely going to want 2 inputs on you. 1 output should be fine, and 1 side of the belt, so yep, that looks good. Bring all this stuff over. Come on. Power it up. Watch her go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I always find 8's a good number if I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, so you can go way up here on the bus. We'll make a new position for you. It's hard to tell where this should go. Right there. There. That's really annoying. Alright, so we've got the phenolic board. We're going to move that next into the actual circuit board. And I'll have to double check again. I'm just a little bit less familiar with these builds and I didn't read up quite as much before. Alright, so circuit boards are only used for the electronic circuit boards, so that's not something we're going to need to bus. So we're just going to figure out how to integrate that into our actual circuit board build. So I'm going to leave those alone for now. Next we move on to our transistors. So plastic silicon wafers. So silicon wafers means quartz mining. So we're going to skip that for now. Let's do the plastic. Plastic. Coal and petroleum, just like regular Factorio. Now, plastic. Do we need plastic here? Surprisingly, no. Double check the spreadsheet. Plastic bars are going to be on the main bus. And where's the second one? And the electronic bus. Okay. Does anybody see anything that looks like plastic here? Nope, nope. I trust the spreadsheet. All right, so plastic, produce it and ship it to both places. So petroleum and coal. Plastic we'll do right here. And what is it produced in? Chemical plant? Yes. How many chemicals plants? 4. Let's do 4 plastic. Petroleum and coal. Like that. Okay, so we'll do our standard paired builds. Do those up, pipes in the middle, and inserters. Some coal coming in. Oops. Yeah, that's fine. Don't have a problem with that. Okay, and petroleum. There we go. We are producing plastic. So plastic is going to go down and up and around in a big loopy way. So you're in the way. Belt to get rid of. Starting to get really close to the end of this. I remember when that seemed so far away. Alright, no belts to share, so just go straight onto this. Out of belt. Uh-oh! Oh, okay. So I wanted it to prioritize, so I disconnected the other one and said to myself, well, when this runs out, I'll just put the E inserter back. I'm sure I'll notice before I need to put 100 belt down or 500 belt. All right, so we're not going to be doing too much more with this plastic yet. So this is where stuff gets kind of messy. Really? That's too far. There. Kind of don't like what I'm doing with this sink here. So I'd fixed brass at one point because I realized I only wanted the brass on going up here. I didn't actually need brass down here, so let's can still do that, but we'll do it down like way downstream. Actually, can we do it going this way? If I want to get brass off. There, that seems much simpler. Whoops, nope. Go catch it. That is way, way nicer. In fact, there's no reason why I can't do that up here. Right away. Right there. Go over, you go back, and you just get removed. There we go. Problem fixed. Alright, so, well, you're here, so, no, that is not what I wanted. No! Ah, stupid two things on one side of the belt. There. Zinc and plastic. Now up here, it's getting so incredibly messy over here. Okay. Oh, right, out of belt. 150. Oh, what can we easily get rid of? Resin. Resin is for solder. Resistors are for you. Iron ore way back over there. That's the only easy one. Oh, wait, solder. Solder goes in you as well. Phenolic wooden boards. Wooden boards are for making circuit boards. There you go. Delay that problem for a little bit. Oh, wow. Look, for once what we said we were going to do lines up with what we're actually doing. Which causes our smart inserter to fire. Whatever. Have fun. Alright, so let's bring this way down. So at least we're finally using our petroleum, so that'll actually be helpful. Because I was worried I was going to have some heavy oil problems at some point. Alright, we've got plastic. So that really just leaves us the point where we need to get our silicon going. So silicon wafer is going to come from silicon plate. Silicon plate's going to need quartz and calcium chloride. Well, we don't have calcium chloride, so let's do that. Stone and hydrogen chloride. And we're going to have to double check. Calcium chloride isn't something I'd planned on putting on the bus. Let's just double check circuit board. That was transistors and silicon wafers. So calcium chloride is used in silicon and titanium production. So it is used in two places. So putting it on the bus wouldn't be a horrible thing. Stone. Nah, I think the reason I hadn't is I just decided I'd do it locally each time. So until we get some quartz, I think we're pretty well done here. So let's look at that. So we could use this one. It's a pretty nice deposit. It's in an absolutely horrendous spot. Looks like I'm actually going to need to end this episode here. So this has been Nightingale. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to hit the like or subscribe buttons or leave a comment below. We'll see you next time.